Newzroom Afrika, Zola Sholwana is at the Phumalani toll plaza. Zola, good to catch up with you, and I'm hoping you're safe standing amidst the traffic. Just walk us through the levels of or volumes of traffic at Phumalani toll plaza.
Well, Hugo, what I can tell you is that there is, high volumes of people that are flocking into the Gauteng province. If you remember early on when we were at Plaza, there weren't a lot of people, but we understand that most motorists start making their way in the afternoon, just around this time. This is a toll gate that receives quite a number of people. We're talking about people traveling from the Limpopo province into Gauteng. Gauteng is a province that has over 16 million people, so you can imagine the number of people that will be making their way. Holidaymakers that left the province for the festive season, and now they are rushing for work. Some want to find themselves back in their homes before Monday, which is tomorrow. I'm going to just show you how everything looks like. Let's see if we're able to speak to some of the motorists. Thank you very much for your time. How are you feeling now that you are going back to Gauteng?
Now we're feeling very well, and so we had very nice holidays. Now we're heading back to work.
Okay, so how was the traveling experience? Was it nice? How was your festive season?
The festive season was best. The traveling was very nice as well, and that's it. Now we're back to work.
Thank you very much, Hugo. That was one of the travelers essentially saying that they had an amazing festive season and they're feeling good that they are traveling back to Gauteng. We are expecting to see quite a number of people. In fact, if I had to tell you, traffic is moving at a faster pace at this particular moment. But as more cars start making their way in here, that could possibly lead to a delay that usually causes a lot of frustration for a lot of people. But because today is a Sunday, the last day before Monday, actually, because some people have to report to work tomorrow. So we are anticipating to see the traffic moving at a snail pace, at least later on today. Back to you in studio.
Zola, earlier on you talked about traffic likely to peak mid-afternoon. Much of this almost suggests that certain individuals prefer to travel early in the day and some will travel later, and obviously have to deal with the high volumes of traffic and that slow pace when they get to the toll plazas. I'd be interested in knowing, certainly from some of the motorists, what determines what time they leave their destination, what time they leave wherever it is that they are for their intended destinations.
Well, I mean, of course, Hugo, it varies with the individual. Some people prefer leaving very early in the morning to avoid traffic, and that's traffic that we will start seeing anytime from now. Those that are driving longer distances, like people traveling from provinces like the Eastern Cape, where you expect them to drive distances of over 10 hours, those will leave very early, because at around 4 o'clock, by the look of things, if I step out of shot and just show you, there will be a lot of cars, trucks and buses that are coming in, the province, Hugo. But most of these people that we are seeing here are people from provinces such as, Limpopo, where they travel a distance of, less than 4 hours, really. So we will be monitoring traffic here, as we are seeing that there's quite a lot of activity. And earlier on, we saw police here, stopping vehicles, especially those that are carrying passengers, such as buses, just to check if they do have, the correct documentation that is needed, and also just to ensure that they are adhering to the rules of the road as we wrap up this festive season.
All right, Zola, thanks so much for speaking to us. Now, before we let you go, you've obviously done Khasmi a little bit earlier on. You are now doing Pumani. Where else are you likely to be this afternoon as you continue to watch this traffic?
Well, we are most likely to move to Heidelberg, Hugo, as we are monitoring the busiest toll gates, in the Gauteng province, or toll gates where we understand that people usually use during this time. But that will all depend on the activity that we see happening here. But I can tell you that here at Pumani, there's a lot of activity in terms of cars, coming in and out the province. And I mean, if you look at the time, it's just after 2 o'clock, and already motorists are starting to flock in huge numbers. One can imagine how this toll plaza will be looking like in the next couple of hours or so, as we understand that that's when most people are most likely to, enter the Gauteng province.
Zola Sholwana at the Phumalani toll plaza and doing the rounds in Gauteng's roads, just monitoring that traffic. Appreciate your time.